I do not know what wrong Ruto did to Uhuru. One time, or several occasions, uh, some church leaders went and approached them both, trying to reconcile them. And Ruto said, first of all, Ruto said he's ready to reconcile with Uhuru. Well, I can say him reconciling with Uhuru may even have an additional reason. You see, Uhuru was not going to appear on the ballot paper again. But Ruto, being a vote hunter, would not mind bending down to get even one more vote. But when the religious people went to Uhuru, they said, he answered them and said, even if Jesus was to come back, he can never be reconciled with Ruto. Yes, I'm an emeritus intelligence officer. In the absence of a CCTV, and in fact, it is just not just a CCTV. I think they should even look for CCTVs that have got sound bites, such that we listen and know where things went south and how, why, how. We can always have a guess from. But to me, I'm convinced that Mama Ngina sat down and reflected. She went and approached Daniel Arap Moi, and she was not happy with the picture which was being painted that Ruto was a co-president. And you see, who is Mama Ngina to Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta? Mama Ngina Kenyatta is not just Uhuru Kenyatta like my mother was to me. No. If you count the number of, you see, I am the eldest child of my father and my mother. So I was born when they were still young. And I can tell you that parents treat lastborns with clove hands. Isn't it? I'm trying to say that if you look at Uhuru and his father, you see, Jomo Kenyatta had grandchildren older than Uhuru. We have it in the JI-TENGE family. Roman Wetisia, JI-TENGE. JI-TENGE is second eldest son, biologically, because Roman is the eldest kwa huyo shosho, na kuna Sabuni, yeah, soap, kuna Sabuni, JI-TENGE is eldest, but they are stepbrothers with Roman. But I can tell you that my senior father, Roman, had grandchildren through Stuma, his eldest son Stuma, and even daughters and whatever, he had grandchildren who were older than his own kids, older than Kina Paul Roman. We are so many cousins who are younger than our nephews through Roman JI-TENGE's family. So I know what I'm saying when I say that when you have children who are as young as your grandchildren, or who are the same age, we have people like my own brother, my second follower, his daughters, he has no son up to now, his daughters are the same age as children, the grandchildren of people who he was born with the same year. So there is usually a problem when, not even a problem, I can say a lifestyle. Because if I were to be asked, I would have been happy if my father was uh, age mate with with had grandchildren my age. If you are 20 years younger than your father, you pass through, or your parents, you pass through dictatorship. You pass through dictatorship. Eh? I used to be beaten for being number 4. Imagine. But you see, wale last born, ako number 19. But then when my stepmother complained, huyu mbona apati number 4 kama wale wengine? And my father would tell my stepmother, hey, we unaona hata huyo nilimpiga, but he never became clever. So hata ukipiga, this is what I'm saying, there is a problem, or there is a lifestyle where uh, your parents are not 20 years difference like we, but your parents is 50 or even so years older than you. There is those challenges. And Uhuru had that challenge. Only that Uhuru was lucky because in some cases, like my father, Huatenge had grandchildren. My father was born in 1931, and Huatenge had grandchildren who were born in 1920s. So there is the difference where a father marries a wife young enough to be his daughter, they get kids. Now the mother and the kid behave like normal, like a single mother, and even when the father comes in, the father is treated like a grandfather. The kid emotionally and so on gets attached to the mother more than the mother gets to the father. Because here is the kid, let's say the kid has completed Form 4. The kid is 20 years, the mother is 40 years, and the father is 80 years. So you find that the kid, the difference between the kid and the mother are so closer than the wife and the husband. So that is how Uhuru grew up. The other thing that Uhuru, he's my age mate. Actually, I'm 90 days older than him. Uh, as I record this, I am 63 years old, and he's 2 months to 63 years. So you find that when his father died, Uhuru was brought up by a single mother. When Jomo Kenyatta died, we were in Form 3. So you can see those things. And I strongly feel that the difference between Ruto and Uhuru has a lot to do with the mother. You see, any man, and I tell you, any man, just if you want to finish off a man, talk ill of the mother. Sorry to say, but if you grew up with a mother and then you say she was kipita njia, the man can even kill you if that is the biological mother you are talking about. A man would not mind you talking ill about his father, about any other person, but a man will be annoyed if you talk ill of the lady who bore him. So it has to do with the Mama Ngina. But then there is also this hold that Uhuru has on Raila. Of course, Raila from time immemorial, and I think Gen Zs have done me a favor. I've always been saying this thing, and hey, a whole tribe came to me, but the Gen Zs have come to do that. In every election confusion, Raila comes, and he's taken care of. He's taken care of. 1992, the father contested. So 1997, he contested. You know about molasses plant. That is 1997. 2002, there was a MOU. He had a secret card. He really fought for those things because he knew. But the only thing is, he undermined Kibaki. He thought that Kibaki is a gentleman who would keep his word. So there was the cooperation, which led to molasses. Then there was then he entered in the 2002 because he wanted the MOU to be fulfilled. 2007, I mean, there was whatever. There was the ndizi, the banana orange thing. He wanted to prove to to Kibaki that you are the ceremonial president. And then came the Nusumkate. From Nusumkate, that is 2007. 2013 akapiga hewa. But then, you remember he went to State House, Mombasa, 3 a.m. with Olusegun Obasanjo. So, I understand and appreciate that looking for African Union, he was barred from commenting, he was controlling. But you see, Kenny Rogers used to Kenny Rogers sang that you should know when to walk away. He has had several times. The first time I wanted him to walk away was during 2010 Constitution, because the Constitution is his. He should have walked out, and people said, now he has a chance to walk away because of the African Union. A few minutes ago, he says that he's having a second thought about African Union. I know Olusegun Obasanjo will talk to him, but then since Ruto was sworn in, every time Raila shows indication that he's ready to cooperate with Ruto, Uhuru dashes, and Uhuru has a hold on Raila. Now I do not know what that hold is. Ama bahasha ilikuwa kubwa kushida kawaida. But then, if my elder brother Raila is listening to this, or anybody can pass the information to him, or even, who knows, or even other advisors are advising him, let him just concentrate on African Union. Remember what the girl told him. The girl told him, leave the job to us. That is the best. He would have taken up from there. Now, him by coming out publicly and saying that by me accepting whatever, you see, he's implicating himself. He's implicating himself. That was a very good handover. When the girl told him, Baba, just leave you have done your part, leave everything to us, he should have left it at that. Now he has started huku ayuko, Uncle Ahu. And that is why even in the past I said, and people were saying, we suspect you don't like Raila. Why is it that you are the first person to endorse him? And you see, Somali and Djibouti have hiyo ndio tunasema nyama imekufika kwa mdomo imeanguka. If Raila lets the African Union Council seat go, and then he comes back and loses, history will judge him poorly. Thank you.